Hey, fifth grade, happy World Day. You are going to be working on a project to learn about one of the developing countries in our world, on our planet, and you are going to create a workspace with a partner about this country. You are going to look at the geography, the way of life, the government, the currency, economy, and create something that will be shown tonight when our parents come over for the PTSA meeting and World Day celebration. So to begin, when you open up your workspace, it's going to look like this. And just to remind you, when you go to the magnifying glass, you see this rectangle box over here. This is what we are looking at. All of my work is over here. For some reason, when it opens up, this is how it shows. So I'm going to just move my rectangle over. And I have work already here because I made an example for you, but I just want to show you what you're going to see. Over here, we have a quick message about your workspace. Don't worry about this over here. I have links here. Most important link is going to be your Britannica school link over here. And then above it is the country reports. I thought that was a great website too, with some neat information about the countries that you can learn about. To learn more about what this project is, I added a notebook file for you to view. Now it looks kind of small and difficult to read. Don't forget again that magnifying glass, you can magnify and be able to view it a little bit better. And there we go. So I'm able to read the beginning. I'm not going to read it for you. I'm going to let you read it. You get to choose which country you want to study. It has to be one that's here. And then this is your rubric. And I will have copies of the rubric for you so that you don't have to worry about reading this small writing. Okay, what else do I have for you? I also have a link to Kiva, which you are very familiar with. And Kiva, actually, you won't be using your iPad because I found out that you don't have to. We're going to need that for section number 5. So very quickly, I just want to look at the rubric. Okay, you're either going to meet or you're not going to meet. And basically, like I told you, you need 5 sections, and each section it tells you pretty much what you need to have in there. Okay, your collaboration with your partner is also going to be looked at. If your messages are on topic and respectful, and also are you giving suggestions for the areas that your partner edits. Do not edit another person's work. Let them do that. And then also the design. Did you add a title? Is it well organized, or is it all over the place? Let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to go right back to my thing. This is what I've done so far. I chose a country that you guys don't have on your list, Bolivia. And I have my government section here, geography, economy, and way of life. So I've started this. I have 4 out of the 5. I added my title. I told who created it. And in government, I still need to add a title. So the way I do this is I'm going to go to A here. I'm going to click and drag over my title. And I've been using Comic Sans. You might choose another. Make sure that your font and size is consistent throughout the project. And I'm going to just type government. And when I'm done, I have a title. Each section should have a title, and the title is on your rubric. I included the information. I got my information from Britannica School. When I came here, it's going to take you to this page where you compare two countries. You compare the United States to your country, and that's mine. And I can see form of government. I can see pretty much a lot of information that I need. This is really important. Do not copy and paste. Please put information in your own words. That's very important. Obviously, you're going to use some of the words. For example, the form of government. There really is no other way to say unitary multi-party republic without saying it that way. So what I did was I wrote Bolivia is a unitary multi-party republic with 2 legislative houses. I did not just copy and paste. I rewrote it in my own words. The Articles and Media tab is going to be very important too. That's going to give you a lot of information about geography and about the economy. So I'm going to click on the full article, which I was just on. And here you'll see I've got government, I've got geography, I've got economy. This is going to be really helpful to you guys. And again, do not copy and paste. So for geography, the 2 things I learned were about the swamps in the south and the Andes Mountains to the west. So I'm using my line, which is over here, one of these lines. And then I wrote something below, because you are supposed to, based on your rubric, add cardinal directions. Cardinal directions are the words north, south, east, and west. I'm going to add something here about the swamps. So this is where they are. And I'm going to add, and I think it's a good idea to keep it organized so that everything matches. And I'm going to say, I believe, swamps. Swamps. Okay. Oh, look at this. I had this. So I need to go back and make sure it's all the same. I see that it was bold, and I also see everything is centered. There we go. Now, I'm going to also move it like that. Okay, so I've taken care of those 2. You were supposed to add a sentence or 2 about the economy, and then in way of life, we have here videos and pictures. And as you can see, I added a caption. That's really important, because when your parents are looking at this tonight, they need to know what they're looking at. So I happened to look up over here under YouTube. I did a YouTube search, and I said Bolivian markets. And I got, I did get several. That's funny, not the one that I had looked at. But when you want to view and see if it's worthy, you can do that. And then if it's something that you want, you click on the title and then click add, which I already have something. And then for the pictures, I went to this picture, and Smart Exchange is probably not going to have what you want. So over here, I typed Bolivian students, and that's how I found my pictures. And then I also included a picture of a town in Bolivia, and the town happens to also be the capital. And then the other really important part is the Kiva project. So for the Kiva project, I want you to first of all find where I have, here we go. Click on the Kiva. I know it's not going to show. I'm going to just go here. You're going to click on that link, and it's going to take you here. And when you click on that link, you're going to go down here to search borrowers, and you're going to type in your country. I typed in Bolivia and I found several. You can take the time and look at each one. Okay? And once you find one that you want people to know about, make sure it's appropriate too. I might take this one, and you are going to take a screenshot of the picture, not necessarily the words, but the picture, and to take a screenshot, it's function print screen. I don't know that we can do that. Actually, I know we can't do that. Never mind, you can't take the screenshot because you can't copy and paste pictures in here. So, see, we figure it out as we go. So what I'd like you to do is add a text box to tell about this person. Kiva project. I also want to change my font and my size. And I'm going to go like that. We chose to introduce, and I might have to go back and forth, Teresa. Teresa from Bolivia. Okay, and then I have to read about Teresa. Married, enterprising, speaks Spanish. Some of this is great background information. And she owns a bank of sorts. She sells fried fish. She needs to borrow the money to finish building her home. And I know Teresa does not have an H because I know everybody's going to tell me it doesn't have an H. Okay, so I would start off like that. Now, having a picture in there is probably not going to happen. So what I'm going to suggest instead is that you include a link. So at the top of the page, highlight and copy the URL. And then you're going to add the URL by going to this world image, paste, go. So everyone's going to have a URL to the project, and there's her picture. Okay, so you're going to have a short description about her project and why she's doing it, as well as the link to her article.